Hello, and welcome to another newsletter from Construction Programs and Results. I'm Michael Stone, and I will be sharing our newsletter with you. This will be our last newsletter in 2022, and our next letter will be early January 2023. If you have time over the Christmas holidays, invest some of it to improve your business skills. If you like to read or listen to books, a friend of ours sent a suggested list of business-related books you can peruse on our website. The link is in the comments below. If you prefer to watch, consider our 12-hour course on making the numbers work in construction. Purchase it once and watch as often as you like, for as long as you like. Since 2017, literally thousands of contractors across the United States have attended this class in person. We now make it available to you right in your office. Give it a try. You and your family will like the results. How are you coming on your year-end review and planning for 2023? Yes, I know it's a lot of work to go back and look at what you and your company did this year and try to project what you'll do for next year. But it's well worth the effort. Those that do the drill almost always come back to us in September or early October the next year and tell us about achieving their goals and then some. No more excuses, gang. Let's get it done. Now, our newsletter. Know your value. Our last article was a reminder that without the construction industry, people wouldn't have warm homes with running water and electricity. Your work is vital. Unfortunately, there are still way too many contractors who believe it's okay to let their clients determine the price of their work. They spend time worrying that their price is too high rather than realizing and selling the value they bring to the project. If the price you're charging is the price you need to pay all your job costs, your overhead expenses, and make a fair profit, your price isn't too high. This assumes, of course, that you calculated that price based on your own financials. A letter I received some time back from a young fellow asked about calculating an hourly wage for his work. He wrote, "I really like your courses and have taken them online. I have a quick question. If I'm figuring out the actual cost of a job, with me doing the work, I figure it at $50 an hour, and then I add up time and materials. I put in the 50% or multiply by 1.5. Is this correct, or am I too expensive for carpenter labor rates at $50 an hour? Thanks for your time. Your direct approach is just what people need to hear." Imagine that, me direct. End of quote. It looks to me like he's doing the math right, assuming those are the figures he's calculated for his own business. He's using markup correctly and charging for his time on the job. But I told him that he needs to stop worrying and fussing about being too expensive at $50 an hour. Fussing and worrying about your price is the first step on the path to going right out of this business. The price is what it is. Calculate what your costs are, what your overhead is, and what your profit needs to be. 8% minimum. Quote that price, and only that price, or maybe a little more depending on the customer's attitude. In our book, Markup and Profit, a Contractor's Guide Revisited, I recommend that the owner of the company charge at least $45 an hour for his or her time when working on a job. I'd use a much higher figure now. The important thing is that you recognize that your business needs. The important thing is that you recognize what your business needs. You also need to recognize that as the owner of the company, your time is valuable. He later made this statement, "I figure I'm a little on the high side, but I'd rather see what the market can bear than close my doors." My question is, how do you know you're on the high side? Did that come from your customers? They aren't a credible source on whether your rates are too high. Seeing what the market can bear isn't a good measuring stick either. Do your math, get the numbers right together, and go sell the job. Your price is your price. Don't compare your hourly rate to what other companies charge when you compile the price for your work, for all you know, their hourly rate might be too low. And based on how many construction companies go out of business every year, it probably is too low. Good salespeople, top producers, make their own market. They learn to sell. You learn to sell what you do and the value you provide, not your price. In our book, Profitable Sales: A Contractor's Guide, we explain that when you hear that your price is too high, it's because you haven't done your job as a salesperson. You've missed some very important steps of the sale. In that book, we talk about how to move the focus off the price. Price isn't why people buy. Your work has value. Your work has value. You deserve to be paid fairly for it. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and thanks for watching. And may the profits be with you.